Hello friends, this video on crop production and management part 7 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So now let us quickly look at the agricultural tools which are used for soil preparation. So what are the various activities which we do during soil preparation? Ploughing, watering, puddling and leavening. So there are a couple of tools which are being used for these processes. Now some of these tools are manually used by the farmers. Some of the tools are are a part of automated machines. Like tractors are extremely useful for ploughing purposes. So let us quickly have a look at the various tools. Yes, I had seen such tools in the village field, says our little friend, because he has been to the village very recently and he has also seen green fields where he has seen these kind of tools. And I'm sure if you ever visit a village, you will also get to see these kind of tools. So let us quickly see what are these tools and how do they help the farmers. Some of the important tools are plough, hoe and cultivator. So these are the three tools which we will be primarily talking about. So which one of these is a plough? So this is a plough. So this will help in the process of ploughing. Which is a hoe? So this is a hoe. This one or this one. Both of these are types of hoe. Cultivator. This one is a cultivator. So let us quickly see what are each of these and how exactly do they help. So let us first talk about plough. So the name itself says that it helps in ploughing. So it is a tool which is used for ploughing because it just cannot be done with your hand. So you need something which can actually help you to dig the soil. So it is generally made up of iron or wood. Now a plough primarily has three important parts and they are plowshare, plough shaft and beam. So let us see which is plowshare, which is plough shaft and which is a beam. So here if you see, so let us see the three parts of this plough. So plowshare is this part which is present on one extreme end and it is an iron strip which is kind of triangular in shape. So this one is the plowshare, which is the plough shaft. This long log of wood, it is generally made up of wood, but sometimes it is made up of iron also. So, but mostly it is wood. So this is the plough shaft. So this one is the plough shaft. And which is the beam? So beam is that part which is placed on the animal's neck, because how is this plough carried? It is carried by a pair of animals. Two animals, they carry the plough on they carry it on their neck and then they pull the plough through the field. And when they pull it, this sharp portion of the plowshare, it does the actual ploughing on the field and the man holds the handle and operates it. So this handle side is held by the man. So let us quickly look at a picture. So this is how it works. So you see this part is the handle, this part is the plowshare. So here you see this is plowshare and this one is the plough shaft. And where is the beam? This portion is the beam. So this part is the beam. So the beam is somewhere here. So somewhere here you have a plain wooden log which is placed on the neck of the animals. Now various animals are used for ploughing purpose. For example, ox is used, cow is used. So these are some of the animals which are used for, in fact horses are also used. So it is a tedious job for animals, but that is how it has been traditionally carried out. So this is the plough. So now this end, that is the plowshare, it being very sharp and stripped. So what happens when it passes through the field or it passes through the soil on the field, it tends to dig the field and that's how it loosens the soil. So that is how ploughing happens through the plough. The next equipment is the hoe. So this is how a simple hoe looks like. So it is a tool which is again used for loosening the soil. So what exactly happens with hoe? So it is also made up of wood or iron, and if you look at its structure, it has a strong iron plate attached to a long rod. So here you can see this is a rod and this is an iron plate which is attached to the long rod, and this iron plate basically acts as a blade, and that is how it helps in loosening the soil, because this case also it has to dig into the soil. That's how it can loosen the soil. So this is the structure of a simple hoe. However, some hoe have a structure like this as well. They have a better handle, a better iron plate. They also have a beam, because sometimes hoe also, now this type of hoe is generally used manually by farmers, but this type of hoe again is carried by animals. So if you want to use this hoe being carried by animals, in that case you have this beam. So here again you have beam. This is the portion which is placed on the neck of animals, and here you have a handle which is operated by the farmer. So the farmer can hold it here, and you have the sharp metal plate, a sharp iron plate here. So this is the iron plate here, and this one is a long rod. So this part is the long rod. Here you have the iron plate, here you have a handle, and here you have a beam. So here the structure of this type of hoe is very similar to that of a plough. So with minor differences in the structure of the metal plate, like here you have an iron plate like this, which is extremely sharp, but there you have that triangular shaped plowshare. So a little bit of differences in the structure here and there, but this is also a similar kind of tool. So the next tool is a cultivator. So you would have seen this type of a cultivator even in your garden. So even the gardeners of small gardens also, they use these kind of cultivators. So it is also a tool which is used for ploughing. Now often this tool, so one option is it can be used manually by a farmer. So you just hold it here, and then with these sharp ends you can dig the soil and you can plough and loosen the soil. But if you want to do it with a machine, with the help of a machine, so that you don't have to do it manually on the soil, because see, doing it manually is possible in a small garden, but when you are talking about a big field where thousands of crops need to be cultivated, if you start doing it manually, first of all, it will need a lot of effort. So a lot of human labor is involved. Secondly, it will consume more time. So that is why there are tractor driven cultivators also. So here you see this is a huge tractor, and towards the end of the tractor you have the cultivator. So it's similar kind of a structure is fitted towards the end, towards one end of the tractor. So in this case what happens, as the vehicle moves, as the tractor moves through the field, this cultivators by itself, they keep on ploughing the land. So that means it is very useful, and it has a lot of benefits over the manual cultivator, because it saves time, and it is a fast process, and it also reduces human labor. So some of the advantages of tractor driven cultivators. So tractor-driven cultivators will have a couple of benefits, like it will save time, and secondly, it will also save human effort. So you really don't need to put in so much of effort to cultivate the land. So these are the two major benefits of tractor-driven cultivator. So now that we have spoken about all the three equipments which are used for ploughing, that is plough, hoe and cultivator, so you can see that all of them have the basic similarities there, because they are going to serve the basic purpose. But if you look at the differences, you can see that all three of them are quite different in their structures. If you talk about a plough can be used for ploughing as well as for mixing purposes. Whereas if you talk about a hoe is mostly used for loosening the soil. And again, structure wise, both of them have different type of structures. Like in case of hoe, we have the iron plate. In case of plough, we have the triangular iron strip. And in case of cultivators, we have these teeth-like structures in the front. So that ways, all of them will have different structures, but the basic function that they perform is the same. Thank you. Please visit www.examfear.com to watch more educational videos with a better experience. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you once again.